The conclusion to the 4 Shinobi War is finally here. Today we will witness the death battle between Kaguya and Team 7. Will Team 7 be able to seal the final OP boss? Who would be the winner between Naruto and Sasuke? Find out more in this episode of Naruto Z. Today we will cover from episode 464 to 479, which will correspond to manga chapters 684 to 699. And now without further ado, Taku, smash my intro. Hagoromo explained it to the 4 Hokage what has happened, including the battle between Team 7 and his mother Kaguya. He then went on and explained how he has travelled the world and split the 7 different tail beasts in different locations. Over time, he started to help the locals by fixing the bridge, and he slowly gained apprentices like Futami. Later, he spread his chakra with Futami and the two bonded together. The process was replicated itself multiple times, and the creation of ninsu was created. Once he has completed his journey, he returned to the land of ancestor and married a local girl, and 2 of his children were soon born, Asura and Indra. The 2 brothers grew up together peacefully. Indra demonstrated excellent ninsu talent, and he soon created seals to convert chakra into zhizi, completely changing the practicality of ninjutsu in daily life. Black Zetsu was lurking in the background and trying to manipulate/mislead the young Indra. One day, Asura and his friend were attacked by a wild boar, which resulted in death of their dog Shiro.
Say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But fortunately, Indra arrived in time and saved his brother while ninjutsu. The loss of his beloved dog has awakened Indra's Sharingan. Afterward, Black Zetsu continued to influence Indra, and he grew more isolated and harsher, where he was heavily invested in more ninjutsu creation. As time progressed, Indra becomes more strict with rules and believes punishing needs to be harsh to deter future crime. In contrast, Asura was a lot more lenient. The brother actually clashed it with each other one time about the friend Taizo, where Indra easily defeated his brother. Sage of 6 Paths have witnessed all of their action. One day, Hagoromo handed the duo a skull and tasked the 2 to solve issues derived from the last battle with the 10th tail beast in different locations. The Sage of 6 Paths will then determine who would his true successor based on the results. Asura has no interest in becoming the successor, but he still headed off to the land of god trees with his friend Taizo. Once they arrived at the location, Asura discovered an injured girl and healed her. The local citizen Kana explained it to them that several citizens has caught a mysterious illness from drinking water from the god tree. Asura was unable to heal them, and the 3 decided to investigate the god tree and discovered that the water supply has been contaminated by the god tree. They have informed the finding to the locals, but they refuse to leave and will continue to drink from the water supply as there's no other water source. From a distance, Hagoromo and Gamamaru were observing the duo, and it turned out that both brothers had the same issue. Indra decided to take matters into his own arm and refused to listen to the villagers once, and completed the task in a short period of time. In contrast, Asura took a whole year to dig a well and teach the local ninsu to aid them to find other water supplies. This resulted in the villagers being more self-sustained and finding their own water supply, which allowed Asura to destroy the god of tree safely. Asura has finally returned, and the Sage of 6 Paths have made his decision. The result is drumroll. Asura was chosen as the successor of ninsu. The reason for that is Indra simply created a water supply with his ninjutsu, but he didn't teach the locals to how to use ninjutsu, and created issue with people fighting over water supplies rights, and resulting in half of the village being destroyed. Indra was outraged by the decision and left with 2 loyal followers.
I quit.
Later on, Indra has killed them to awaken Mangekyou Sharingan. He decided to revenge and attacked the celebration festival. But Asura was able to hold his ground and halted his strikes. Indra then advances to Susanoo while Asura activated Sage Mode and used it would release Senbon Makudo Shosenjo to defeat his brother. Later on, Black Zetsu tampered it with the stone tablet and changed it some of the content, which later misled Madara. And that was the end of the story, and the scene returned it to the 4th Hokage. Then we have an episode of filler, typical Naruto moves. Interesting enough, we get to see Kakashi's real face under the mask after only 769 episodes. Back on the battlefield, Naruto and Kaguya exchanges strikes as Obito tried to sync his Kamui with the enemy's time-space ninjutsu. The Konoha hero opted his pressure by his shadow clone, which forced Kaguya to open travel orbit, and Obito used this chance to sync his Kamui. Naruto chased Kaguya down. She countered it with a bone strike like Kimimaru. Meanwhile, Sakura channeled her chakra for Obito, continuously using Kamui to search for Sasuke. After a Herculean effort using his last few remaining chakras, Obito finally located Sasuke. In the end, they managed to send Sasuke back with Kamui. The battle between Naruto and Kaguya continues to intensify. The spiky gaining sent a wave of shadow clones to fight the enemies. Meanwhile, the side effect from frequent Kamui usage has fully kicked in now, and it sends Obito back to the flashback mode. He starts seeing the familiar faces of Rin, his dream of becoming a Hokage, and his good old rivalry with Kakashi. Kaguya noticed the return of Sasuke and decided to shift everyone into another dimension with high gravity force. The final boss launched it forward with bone strikes. Kakashi threw himself to protect Team 7, only for Obito to teleport the attack away and sacrificed it himself to protect Kakashi. Kakashi was shocked and questioned Obito's action. His good old friend simply replies with, "Kakashi needs to survive and help the future generation of Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura." Naruto immediately tried to save Obito, but it was too little and too late. Obito thanks Naruto for helping him to remember his dream, and then he finishes by telling Naruto to become a Hokage. During his final moment, he gifted Kakashi his remaining Sharingan and told him to become the 6th Hokage. He then passed it away, and in the afterlife, Obito finally reunited with Rin. On the other side, Kaguya started to suffer the side effect of high gravity. She teleported everyone back to the beginning dimension, where she can replenish her chakra. Using this chance, Sasuke launched a wave of attacks with Susanoo complete form. Black Zetsu started to talk about Obito, and this enraged Naruto. Naruto slashed Black Zetsu from Kaguya and immediately immobilized him. Sasuke followed it up with more attacks, but it was knocked away by Kaguya. Using this moment, Naruto launched multiple Senbu Chobijo Rasen Shuriken. The final boss fired back with Tail B's arm strikes, and one of the arms attacked Sakura, only to be saved by Kakashi's new gain ability, Susanoo Complete Form. My man literally just unlocked the strongest Susanoo in less than a few seconds after gaining both Mangekyou Sharingan when it took Sasuke close to 300 episodes, a near-death experience and Sage of 6 Paths power up. Kakashi is low-key OP. Kaguya fired a gigantic truth-seeking ball at the opponents. The copy ninja countered it with complete form Susanoo. Meanwhile, Naruto closes the distance with the enemy. Black Zetsu tried to attack the opponent, but it was interfered with by Kakashi. Using this opening, Sasuke used his Rinnegan ability to swap with the clone and close the gap, while simultaneously, Sakura landed a surprise attack on Kaguya from above. As a result, a golden opportunity was created for Naruto and Sasuke to complete the final seal. Rikukudo Chibaku Tensei has finally landed on Kaguya and sealed her away. Kakashi was extremely proud of Team 7's progression and growth. Fortunately, all the tail beasts have been separated from Kaguya and have been free. Black Zetsu tried to escape and plot the next plan, but Naruto did not let this sneaky fucker escape. He tossed him towards the moon and sealed him away as well. Sage of Six Paths sensed that Chibaku Tensei has been activated. He now needs to summon the Team 7 back to the battlefield, prevent them from getting sucked into the Chibaku Tensei. Hagoromo teleported Team 7 back with the aid of the 4th Hokage. Obito's chakra inside Kakashi started to fade and he has lost both Sharingan, rendering his eyes back to normal. Madara came back out of nowhere to have some screen time and exchanged his final words with Hashirama. Minato congratulated Naruto's achievement and said happy birthday to his son as the sun rises.
誕生日おめでとう。
Thank you.
クシナにいろいろ伝えておくよ。
夢だってちゃんとある。俺ってば父ちゃんを越すほかげになる。絶対なるからな。
全部しっかり伝えておくよ。
In the end, the Sage of Six Paths cancelled the reincarnation technique and freed everyone who has been summoned. Up next, the tail beast has been assigned by the Sage of Six Paths to return back to the original location to balance the armed force of each nation out. Now, Hagoromo asked Naruto and Sasuke what their final decision is with the newly gained power. Sasuke claimed his initial goal was vengeance, but now he has changed his mind. He believed that the shinobi world has been cursed due to the current 5 Kage's action, and he wants to destroy it and build a new world. He then immediately trapped all the tail beasts with Chibaku Tensei to use their power later on. Naruto disagreed with his comrade's ideology. Sakura also tried to intervene, but Sasuke put her in Genjutsu and said, "Bitch, get out of the way!" Kakashi also tried to interfere, but Naruto stopped him and reassured his teacher that he would keep his promise and bring Sasuke back to Konoha. Naruto and Sasuke reached the familiar Valley of the End. The two comrades exchanged their interpretation of Hokage with each other and they were ready to begin the final battle. Sasuke claimed that a true Hokage is one who shoulders all the hatred like Itachi. Hence, he intended to concentrate all power and hatred to become a true Hokage. Naruto disagreed with the notion and said he can't handle everything by himself. Meanwhile, Hagoromo reassures Kakashi and tells him to trust Naruto. He then faded away. The two comrades begin the battle with pure combat exchange. Sasuke then launched the fireballs, but Naruto managed to invade the flame. The spiky Genin countered it with his shadow clone along with Rasengan. The Uchiha immediately pulled the opponents towards him and tortured them with Black Flame by Rinnegan. Naruto managed to block the attack and threw some strikes from above, only to be met with Sasuke's more fireball. Using this opening, Sasuke teleported behind Naruto and blasted his opponent away with Chidori. He then immediately followed it up with Chakra Arrow from Susanoo, but it was parried out. Sasuke advanced to the complete from Susanoo while Naruto entered the Tail Beast mode. The two giants traded punches. Susanoo slashed at Kurama, but it was blocked by his tail and then tossed him away. Naruto was hesitant to use this chance to land the Tail Beast bomb. Sasuke immediately used the Kirin and Thunder to stroke the Tail Beast. Moments later, Chidori from Susanoo clashed onto the Tail Beast bomb.
お前との勝負が最後なのさ。インドラの矢、今の俺が放てる最強の術だ。もう知れ、知ってくれ。
Just like the past, both Naruto and Sasuke enter another world and exchanged their thoughts. The spiky Genin explained there is no guarantee that the world Sasuke created wouldn't have the same ending as before. Sasuke used the chakra from the trapped tail beast and channeled it into his Susanoo, advancing into an even stronger form. To counter this, Naruto used its shadow clone to create several tail beast mode, but his attacks were useless against Sasuke. Sasuke prepared for his strongest attack. Simultaneously, Naruto reunited all of the shadow clones to advance into a new tail beast mode form and used the Bijodama Rasen Shuriken and Odama Rasen Shuriken. The two attacks clashed with each other and generated a huge amount of energy that cleared the Valley of the End. Both were absolutely exhausted and drained. Sasuke initiated the attack with Amaterasu, but it was shielded away by Naruto's chakra coat. The two shinobi exchanged a few strikes. Sasuke then shocked Naruto with electrified shuriken and landed Chidori on him, but it turns out to be a shadow and got hit with a left straight from a blind spot. Both comrades do not have enough chakra to use any of their ninjutsu properly, resulting in Sasuke mounting on top of Naruto and throwing a fury of punches from above, but it was soon halted by Naruto's headbutt. The battle becomes more and more sluggish as the duels were extremely fatigued and well beyond their capacity and limit. It turns out that Kurama managed to gather some natural chakra for Naruto, but at the last moment, Sasuke managed to absorb it by raining gun as he plans to finish this with Chidori. Naruto hit him with the hardest uppercut and flattened his chin forever. Both shinobi somehow managed to go beyond their limit and gather every last drop of chakra in their body and prepare for their last ninjutsu. Kagutsuki infused Chidori, clashed it with Tail Beast chakra infused Rasengan. A huge explosion occurred as the two shinobi think back to their past. The memory of their sparring session occurred in which both of them refused to shake hands and formed the unison sign, and a series of important past events reminisced in front of the duo. In the end, both shinobi woke up from the near-death experience. Both could not even lift their fingers up due to extreme fatigue and exhaustion. Sasuke then asked Naruto why he tried to maintain their bond despite him trying to cut Naruto off. The spiky gaining simply replied it with,
の戦いは勝ちとか負けとかそんなんじゃねえ。ダチが拗ねてっから一発ぶん殴って目覚ましてやろうって話だ。
俺がまたお前に立てつくかもわからんぞ。
そしたらまた止める。つうか、もうお前はそんなことしねえよ。
In the end, Sasuke realized the importance of his friend and changed his mind about what a true Hokage is. Uchiha Sasuke finally admits his defeat as the sun rises and tells Naruto that his death can stop the circle of vengeance and he can transplant his Rinnegan to somebody else. The spiky gaining refuses this idea and says Sasuke should live and help him to achieve world peace and make all shinobi cooperate. Sasuke was moved by his speech and tears started to roll down his face. Their blood finally formed the unison seal. Sakura and Kakashi finally arrived at the Valley of the End. The medic Nin immediately starts healing her comrade. Sasuke apologized for his action and felt really guilty. This caused a tear to float down Sakura's face. You are so easy, Sakura. Kakashi was extremely happy to see the reunion of Team 7. Sasuke and Naruto then freed shinobi from God Tree and the trapped tail beast. Later on, funerals were held for shinobi who died in this war, including Nenji, Inochi, and Shikaku. Sasuke was imprisoned for his sin. A few months later, Kakashi has been assigned as the 6th Hokage, and Tsunade has planned to give Naruto an arm with Hashirama's cell. Meanwhile, Guy was sadly informed that he could no longer be a shinobi due to the recoil damage from opening all 8th gate, but this does not bother him as he has achieved his goal of saving his comrades. What a true gangster. Moments later, Kakashi told Naruto that in order for him to be the next Hokage, he must study and achieve joining status first. Iruka Sensei and Konohamaru's squad were more than happy to provide studying material for the spiky gaining. By the evening, Naruto thanks Iruka Sensei for all the things he has done for him, how he has shaped his early lives, and the duo had an awesome moments together. A few days later, Sasuke was released from the prison after Kakashi pleaded with the council and claimed his achievement in finishing the 4th Shinobi War warranted him a pardon. Sasuke was getting ready to leave the Konoha village as he wants to explore the world and learn as a person. Sakura wants to accommodate him, but Sasuke refuses as this was his sin and asked her to wait for his return with the good old forehead poke.
Critical damage.
Naruto came and said goodbye to his comrade and handed him his familiar forehead protector. Then Uchiha Sasuke set off on his journey. We are finally watching the last battle between Naruto and Sasuke, and the animation was pure fire, one of the best in the series for sure. Every strike was impactful and the action scene was super clean. Heck, I even enjoyed the flashback scene and I got emotional seeing all these past moments between the duo. It took us way too long to see these two tsundere confess their feeling to each other and form the unison seal. It was a long and meaningful journey. The character that has the most development is probably Sasuke. My man literally went from an emo revenge lord to a pseudo Hokage wannabe and finally converted to a shy crybaby tsundere in the end. Side note, Noriaki Sugiyama did an absolute legendary voice acting moment in this arc. The best moment for me is probably when Obito self-sacrificed and gave his Sharingan to Kakashi. That was legit so gangster. Overall, I will rate part 2 a 9.5 out of 10, and this will give this arc an overall score of 8.5 out of 10. I hope you weebs have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the final episode. You weebs stay safe and stay blessed. I'm out. Peace!